my name is Jadey, and this is my Jadey's Bakery project documentation. This goes through a bit of my project proposal from last the last assignment. The scripting components that I've implemented for Jadey's Bakery are the sourdough clock, which reminds users when to go back to their dough, and you start the timer and an alarm will set off every time you need to go back as a reminder. The second scripting component that I've implemented is a contact form. So users can put their details in and it will go through to my business email through Amazon SES. I've also implemented OpenVPN to mainly stop access for my WordPress admin site through for the public. So only I can access it through OpenVPN. Most of my work was done in the test branch over here. And in this main branch is most of my recent code. The first step that I did was I launched my EC2 instance in AWS. So here I launched it in Singapore, which is the closest region. I allocated my name for it. I chose Ubuntu and my instance type. I created a key pair here and I saved that to my laptop. I also added all the security groups. So SSH, HTTP, HTTPS, and OpenVPN. I configured 20 gigs of storage. And after that, I registered a domain name with GoDaddy. After that, I went to my DNS management and I added a record. After that, all of these values came up. So after that, I went to manage my DNS on GoDaddy and I had to change the name servers and put all of them from AWS into these. The other thing I did was I set up other records for Route 53, so these goes through them. After that, I waited 4 to 6 hours for it to work. And after that, it worked through Route 53. I connected my EC2 and I followed through all these commands and I installed Apache 2. I typed this command to get my IP address so I could set up static IP. I went to Elastic IP addresses in AWS and I associated it with my EC2 instance to make sure that I have this this IP address tied to my website. I also set up my firewall and I went through all these commands and at the end I verified it with this command and I got this. So that shows all the firewall settings. I installed SSL with Certbot and I followed through all these commands to simulate the automatic renewal process. And I got a HTTPS certification here. After that, I downloaded WordPress and I documented all of the commands so it'd be easy to reset if I needed to. After that, I chose Astra as my template and I started working on my WordPress website. All of these commands go through the OpenVPN install, and I generated a user and I downloaded that to my desktop, and I could use OpenVPN through the downloaded OpenVPN file. So this shows the configuration, shows that it's active and enabled. Here, it's the OpenVPN Connect, and that's where I put my OpenVPN file into, and here it shows that it works. After that, I downloaded a few plugins on WordPress. I downloaded WP Recipe Maker and WP User Front End to for users to submit their recipe forms. And here I've shown how it works. So I've done a test recipe and that's where it's come up. I linked my Amazon SES as well. I made an email address for the website. I filled in the domain name, I followed through with the setup process, and I verified the email address. And I had to add DKIM records to Route 53 as well to make sure that it works. Here it it's the I set up the contact us form and it shows that it works here. So that's it coming up in my email address for this website. I backed up all my scripts using these commands and I also did automatic backup. It shows it down here. And this is my sourdough timer reminder showing it working. And the timer goes off when the time runs out. I'm just going to run through my website. So this is my home page. And I've got a few tabs up here, and this is my post my recipe. So users can post their recipe here and it will come up on the home page. There's a contact us page. And this is the sourdough schedule reminder.